Dimapur Ward 12 laga NDPP candidate Yimkumba para kuishe Dimapur City tu aro bhal jaga banawole focus kuribo aro youth empowerment drainage system aro rasta bhal kuribole vision ase kuishe. Moatu Shillong Kumu advisor for labor and employment, skill development and entrepreneurs and excise department para citizens khanke votes bigri na kuribole kuishe. Ahibi details reports our reporter Adona logode.
Nagaland ULB election kurule 10 dine bachina ase date 26 June te vote dibo. Amni kan jana nista sob manubi election nimite tayari kuina ase aro itia ULB election 20 years pichete aha tu nijer colony te kitia bi nadika laga bi itia tu ekjun laga gorte jaina china chini bi itu ULB election ani bite ekjun ki bi itia china laga tu suru hoi jaise itu opor Hornbill TV aji Ward 12 Dimapur de aina ase yate language ande NDPP candidate Yimkumba taibi aji candidature tai declaration kurigena taibi itu contest kurula se muan logote yate NDPP laga candidate Yimkumba ase aro firstly charta yate apni ala warte charta colony ase hoise to kumba kandu apni ke najani na bi takibo pare itu nimite brief background apni ki kurigena aise aro ki nimite this time apni ULB election de contest kurula se itu briefly muan ge koidibe.
Thank you so much for the time. Moi laga details olap share kori dibo. Ami yati Dimapur la citizen born and brought up in Dimapur, like I said earlier. So I stayed in all the 4 colonies, which is Hellview Colony, Aukong Colony, Industrial Estate Colony, and finally in Langerjan. So ami to political inclination to poila raini thaki na ya with the government itabi kam to kuri na ita ise. Inika kuri na social work pi kuri thaki ise. And then any entrepreneurship TV, I focus on. Now my aim, why am I contesting this election? It is young dynamic youths can be underprivileged as they can laga rasta bi napai. Aru itu bisi de takan ijogeted as hulibi takan laga guide pi phal napai. Itu bra moi bi mon bisi itu serious law bra. Isor moram bra migan flying colors le ola bisi de. I want to uplift the coming generations na ida laga youth aro coming generations can uplift kurigina for a better life ta kan nimide sustainable life nimide ami itu laga target ase aro itu nigina ida we know Dimapur is a city but ami kan jane ase rasta near main road luina side kan bi rasta kan bi biye ase bishebak our sanitation problem bi bishi ase so basically you will be laga de municipalities is a civic body. So itu laga time de ami kan itu kan bi olap side gina olap bhalbra develop kori dibole target ase aru kwa nisina elderly people kan ajikali to health issues sob jaga de ase so itu kan la dibi olap focus kori gina elderly people gibe time di gina ta kan gibe olap enlighten kori dibo man ase na health issues kan laga to itu kan primary target hobo korna to ami koi de ase thank you
apni ita kota kwa hisab te charta colony te bi boye kina aise hoise to mane apni to ULB election nimite poila bra tire kurina aha nisda ase first candidate ase apni he moi ita honi hole para to charta colony te apni boina aha la to ekta moi agire sob manu bi nachani wo pare kuina ase hole bi bisi bakto apni ke jani na thakyo pare charta colony te ase hole to anyway judi apni GT se koile main apni la vision apni la itu agite to khoi dise hoile bi ekta duita first focus kurigina judi apni GT se kole itu first kurigina he apni la kam tu loi jabon laga ki ase
moi gwanisina firstly moi actually I may be called a candidate of the young generation go bare kile gule do I was inspired by the young people and then tai khan bra igina ami go do you be the torch bearer of the young people in this ward ina go ina ise so my maximum supporters are the young people. So I'll focus mainly on young people. Kile gole do at the young age they can biya hobole be bhalo hobole be young time de ase. So itu fane moi highly concentrate koribo. And then subsequently idia developmental ami kan koi thakise na idia la road sector hobi ki sector hobi itu kan sob to subsequently itu bi jabo. Itu hand in glove nisnai chai thakibo parallelly kam kori thakibo. Holbe moi human resource development like moi gwan nisna young people can they primary focus to koribo. Thank you.
Aji, before I go to talk about the Yimkumba and his candidature, I want to make a small clarification and admission here today. Last Lok Sabha election, it was a debacle for my NDTV party. I understand why it was a debacle, why we failed. Kili amakan haray siya. We could not feel the vibe of the people, for which, with all humility, we accept the defeat. Yari mo kumon thakado, au barado iniya ko she's a kalata siya. Actually, the culprit is not NDTV. Dr. Jumben happened to be the innocent victim because he is from NDTV, not from the other party. Let me not be very specific about the party, but you understand my language. Kindu amakan alliance thakabara, churches, public were angered. Why you were angry, I understand. The atrocities committed all over India against the Christians. Even the neighboring states, Manipur, 249 churches were burned down. Assam Assembly have passed a resolution against the healing services, which is completely contrary to our belief, Christianity. I am told that we have more than 1,000 evangelists. Assam de serve Korea se. Itu healing services pas kurado. This is targeted against the Christians, which is not acceptable. And I, for one, mo itu kuya se public sobki. I stand committed to uphold the religious belief of the state, Christianity, Christians. And we will always keep your sentiments in our heart. In Idubra, this is a clarification which I want to make, because if you are having that kind of a feeling that we are not listening to the voices of the people, it will be wrong on our part. Idubra, idu aji, idu clarification diya se. Aji mo ko mo thakado. Yimkumba ki ticket tiyado. There were so many criteria based on which we have given the ticket. Number one criteria to develop this Lingrijan and the 4 colonies. We need a dynamic leader, a social worker, which I found in Yimkumba. There was a big tussle for the ticket also, yet among Yimkumba ki diyato. Because he is going to be in future the Chota MLA. Moi to sob Chota MLA goya bira ase de. Because he is going to be acting like the MLA of these 4 colonies. All round development, more money will come under municipal 20 years bond thagado, fund will flow. And all this taxation, collections, it is so for municipal area development only. Itu paisa to proper utilization hoije gole, amagan definitely we will see a change in the infrastructural development of our colonies of the world 12. Moidia kumon thakado, yes, Lok Sabha election was a debacle for us, yet we have learned a lesson. All of us have learned a lesson. In DBBB, led by me in Dimapur, we have not used money. General election de harado area packet khale aja, kila abuja jolao. We have not used. Even the Congress have not used. The result was fantastic. In other words, people have voted as per your own conscience without asking money. How beautiful it will be if we started this trend from now onward. From the ULB election to the coming other elections, aman aibi na. Puisa na mangigina. Without the money power, if we start electing Subomar and MP is a very good example. Puisa takana da. But we have elected him. In the same manner, in future, if we start electing the right person for the right job without being influenced by the money power, it will bring about a change in Nagaland, a change which we all desire. Among sob lagi thakado ito aibuday. Therefore, now this mindset, I want all of you to inculcate from today onward. Puisa mga kima mga just take for example. Maximum this will be 5,000 dibo. 5,000, how many days it will last? But you are considered a salt day though. Once you accept the money, you are salt. Bikri hoi jay. Manuan bikri hoi jay koi kena apuni honi muna thakebe. You are salt. So let us not sell ourselves. Let us not sell our principle. Let us not sell our soul. IB. Lingrijan, Aro Hillview, Aro Industrial, and Aukong. Start from this time, this will be the cleanest election de Havina. So that we will let other colonies, other world to emulate us in future. Lastly, I will come to the conclusion. It was today. Because we have learned a lesson of last election, this time we are not going in coalition with any party. Yimkumba is a pure NDTV candidate. Not pre-poll alliance, not post-poll alliance. Therefore, if you elect him, if we get the number out of 23 wards, if we get minimum 12, NDTV-led municipal council over there, and that the leaders will be decided by us in consultation with our Honorable Chief Minister. It is not that somebody will come from outside. It will be selected from the elected ULB members, the chairman or the chairperson or whoever may be. Now, we Nagas, we have a habit. Aji yadi Yimkumba ki matuk karu, tadi jagana ekta olta ki matuk karu. Huh? That is a completely negative actions. Yimkumba ulai dibo, or dusar ki ulai dibo. 1-1. That means total is 0. Hola NDTV government nahi bude municipal do. NDTV government municipal do aile. I am the sitting MLA here, Dimapur. And if the municipal comes under NDTV, we can work together for the development of the colony. With these few words, I urge all of you to vote for Yimkumba. Bring him to us with flying colors. Thank you.
Baba kan berkuado, aji generation do, youngster la generation ase. Itu karne, Baba ber testify gora berdo, bacha ber testify gora bhalobo. Itu karne, nijor Baba ber nejana dibi, nijor bhai ber jani bogar ba. Ami aji eti khara gora do, ami laga dada, ami kala candidate laga testify gora le khara gora ase. From a very young age, tai grassroots pa aha ase, and if I'm not mistaken, almost all over here, the supporters of our candidate knows that very well. The previous speaker has already mentioned original, and I'm very confident, original Ward 12 laga pachado tahi asire. Why? Because charta colony la every nook and corner jane. Because tahi stop jaga de thaki na aise. It is a time, especially for the Dimapurians, with a very heavy heart. I should rather say that Dimapur has been neglected by our government for such a long time. Aru inikala time de, it is a blessing for us that after a span of 2 decades, American Nazi ULP election thakibole pari ase. Inikala time de, American nisina young leader, actually olai dibole laga babana de khara kori ase de. American Dimapur do gateway of Nagaland, window of Nagaland ase. Itu nisina ekta de, American bi, oh, public ki morom gora manu, young leader ki support korle bhal hobo naki korna koi ase.
Party workers khan, party di thakia khan, party principle thakibo lage, olop command order dia anshina bi hoise de aji de. Party principle thakibo lage, party de thaki gena bagan de na thaki gena pahar de khaola khai gena berai gena ulta pulta kurile to morom bra kun bra ase itu mokhan ke janai dibi. Ami khan inaga to party de bohibo nedibo. De itu bra morom bra ami khan party kiman ase party leaders party workers khan bra kiman yeti ase ward 12 te ase itu khan mon milai gena apni khan public khan ki lage aru ki ase kodi komjor ase itu khan sai gena mokhan ki bi janai dibi. Aro sir khan ase apni khan bi janai dibi aro ami khan iman laki aro sir lipok bi yati ase ami khan bi shi kopal bhal na hoina noi itu bra apni khan morom bra party te thaki gena ulta pulta nikhilibi de koi gena ami to apni khan ke koi di ase ami khan to kiman bi laki ase NDPP ticket paise tate opor de ami khan laga baba ase ami khan laga malik ase na hoina noi advisor ase ite kitia sir income para pari gena anibo taijon mili gena aro kiman kuribole na pari gena ase aro kuribo to development holibi sanitation holibi ki holibi paribo to hoina noi manu khan do MLA bi nai kumba do motob kuribo mon holibi na pare holibi ami khan do sabina kiman active ase aro ami khan kiman kobal bal ase hoina noi itu bra morom bra ticket to loss no kuri gena party ticket NDPP ticket itu pari gena ahi gena moi khan bi manu ki enjoy kurase itu kuribo koi gena apni an ke request kore ase
aji do ami ekta ola sideline story ta koi dibo. I'll speak a Phek. Manula naga manula niyom ekta ase muradin de pia manu ki bishi bhalbra thakise koi moi to inya noi gena chanda thaka time de sob kobong mon ase. Now Indian history de the golden period kwado the Mauryan Empire ki koi. To aji Dimapur la golden period te mo ekta naam mention koro mon ase. I will call it rather the Chanakya of Dimapur sir mo atushi ase. Tai nimide tai laga presence aro tai laga help right aji ami itu ticket pai gina I stand as a NDPP candidate, of course with the help of all ranks and file from the party. And without your support, it won't be possible for me also. But be very specific on my point. I rather mention his name. Aridu, Abunyan Sopra Chani Tegibo. Thank you so much. Like the party said, Kotha Kumdi, Kam Bishi. To Ami Parata Kotha Ola Kumdi Kuridibo, Kami Kushi Kurubulido, Ami Laga, future sop Laga, Ido Akase. Aro, we all know Ward 12 is the biggest ward, Ami Khan. Bhai Brabi Kuishe, earlier speaker, it has been deprived more than 2 decades. So we know Kunduwala first Nokra Ojeshe, Holibi Koandishina. With the support of our MLA Yati Puigina Thaka. He's too supportive. Inika Huigina, Aro Amikan Laga, Itia NDPP candidates, we believe we all will get through. Inika Korna, we will try to make Dimapur a better place to live in. Inika Ikta Kothaze. Inika Korna, ekta ami kotha to olop short e maintain kuri dibo ami la manifesto aboni amra bi dikhina thakebo kile bole to social media de bi ni spread hoi jaise ami basically I'll focus primarily on youth empowerment to thaki bole ase aru itu bichite sanitations and roadways kan la do to that is our primary requirement in each and every ward ase to we all see that everything is under bishi pia condition de ase. It want to focus koribo. Street lighting nimiti bishi problem ase. Kile gule street lighting is very important. Kile gule any kind of things can happen. Holibe itu time dito darkness ti to ki bi hoi jai idu street lighting ti bi focus koribo aru itu bishide most importantly aru ekta to be mentioned ami kan 40-50 years hoa bishi to bishi mano sedentary way of life hi thaka pra health care problem lai jai health problem lai jai moi to focus koribo because there are a lot of health schemes lot of things to be done in related to health ase itu te moi bishi focus koribo kona itu bi koiti ase aru ite election la kotha koribo taidok mari thakile bi vote nadili chiti boli bi noy itu karone ekta saying ase ballot is stronger than bullet ase itu bra ballot te focus kori digina only 11 days to go ase so mano aja nishna aigina rain or shine ki hobe aigina vote cast kori dibole mon ase de gona ami to appeal kori di ase aro lastly ekta saying ekta ase train do mogan we will win the election and immediately we will start our work so mogan ite do ki hoile be ami kan sob to focus kora do mogan na winning day focus kori do mon ase aro 26 day de ami kan to voting din de ekta be option noigina aigina ami kan modat korna ami kan flying colors ti ulai ti bole ami appeal kori di as de gorna thank you so much